Hello, it's Monday, the 12th of September. Welcome to Market Alert. This week we're looking at gold, XAUUSD. I'm going to drill through the time frames on the technical side of things and also dive down into the new sentiment analysis that our parent company Acuity provide. So let's get going. Let's take a look at the charts. Interesting price action over the last week or so, and definitely developing on this Monday morning. So we take a look at the weekly chart and we remind you of the levels we are considering on a long-term basis. We've got this double top potential formation, which requires a break of this neckline around about the 1677 area. We've just retested recently the week of the 18th of July, and over the last couple of weeks we've also revisited the lows, not getting quite down to the 1678 area, but stalling just in front of there, 1688 and 1691.5 last week. Now this week's got off to a much more positive start, so could we potentially be seeing a short-term bottom in gold? On to the daily chart, and we can see we're still in this downward trending channel, this bearish channel, which again we've highlighted on here, the potential for the double top and what the measured move would mean. The measured move target would be a move back down to 1362. But however, that doesn't come into play unless we get a break and a close below this 1678 level or area on a daily and weekly basis. So we can see over the last few days, slightly more positive price action. Bullish engulfing formed on last Wednesday. Thursday was negative day. Friday was an inverted hammer day, which is a slightly bullish formation. And we seem to have progressed quite nicely on this Monday morning. Breaking down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see what the potential is now on the shorter term basis. We had these two peaks and troughs. We saw the potential for a double bottom, even a treble bottom, sorry, a double top or treble top. That would require again a break of that. That's a short term to add to the longer term price action break. However, we've these two lows that we've formed on the 1st of September and on the 7th of September has led to a potential bullish formation. This would be a double bottom formation. If you wanted to draw an inverse head and shoulders from here, it would look a little bit more complex than the normal one, but you'd have some sort of formation which looks a little bit like this. That would be the left shoulder. We can see the double head here, and actually the neckline to the right shoulder would take place there. So we've broken through that neckline, waiting for confirmation, although over the last couple of hours we've broken higher and just pulling back now, possibly retesting this break of the 1727 resistance that we had that was in play, well, between 1726 and 1730, we could actually say, after we formed peaks here on Friday. So broken up higher, stalled and reversed quite sharply, got up to 1734 and we reversed, but still potential for that break to continue higher. So watching this double bottom formation, a significant close above the 1730 level would confirm this formation for me on the 4-hour chart. Taking a look at the hourly chart, just seeing what's happened in the last hour, bit of a shooting star candle after the break higher, so really need to watch that as well. There's a little bit of concern over that hourly candle. So let's take it down to the new sentiment. Let's have a look at the new sentiment. And on gold, gold is quite an interesting market, especially when it comes to new sentiment, because obviously if you think about new sentiment and positive news for gold, that actually is inversely correlated to price as well. Positive news for gold could lead to prices moving lower, and negative news for gold, supply constraints or mining issues, could lead to the price moving higher. So we also got to consider maybe the dollar in amongst this. Dollar is very much a driver of gold as the asset is priced in dollars. So we can see that new sentiment over the last 30 days has been tending to move lower. So we can see that new sentiment moving lower, and this actually lends some support to gold. And the price now, new sentiment, as we see, moving higher in the blue line here, and it topped out on the 11th. Let's see, it's on the 11th of September, and today we've seen this little drop lower in news sentiment, and that potentially leads to bullish upward move in price. So we've seen that turn around now. That the news sentiment triggered 70% confidence. Daily news sentiment is moving low, and 70% of the last 10 currencies price has fallen within 6 days. Now, remember, we have got to consider this news sentiment on a negative bias as we're looking at the technical price as well. So good news for gold means that the price of gold will come lower. Bad news for news sentiment means price could potentially move higher. So both looking positive from a news sentiment and a technical perspective for the rest of the week. So definitely going to be an interesting few days with this double bottom formation looking to try and confirm in the next few hours. Hope that's been enjoyable. Thanks for joining me, and look forward to catching up again next week.